Once upon a time, in a kingdom bathed in golden sunlight and sparkling rivers, there lived a young princess named Oreta. Princess Oreta had hair as dark as midnight and eyes that shimmered like the clearest sapphires. She was beloved by everyone in the kingdom for her kindness, her laughter, and her gentle heart. Her favorite time of the year was Eid, for the streets filled with music, laughter, and the aroma of sweet treats. One Eid, as the princess wandered through the royal gardens, she noticed a faint, glowing light dancing among the flowers. Curious, she stepped closer, and to her amazement, a small group of fairies hovered before her. Their wings sparkled with colors of the rainbow, and they carried tiny lanterns that shimmered like stars. The fairies curtsied before Princess Oreta, bowing gracefully as if she were the sun itself. "Princess Oreta," said the tiniest fairy with a voice as soft as the morning breeze, "we bring you a gift for Eid, a gift of magic and wonder." Oreta's eyes widened with excitement, and she knelt down to be closer to the little magical beings. From behind their tiny hands, the fairies revealed a pair of earrings that glimmered with a light that seemed to come from the moon itself. "These are no ordinary earrings," the tiniest fairy whispered. "They are magical, princess. They will bring joy, protection, and wonder to those around you." Oreta accepted the earrings carefully, feeling the warmth of their magic tingle through her fingertips. As soon as she wore them, a gentle chime echoed softly, like the laughter of 1,000 tiny bells. The princess felt a wave of happiness wash over her, a feeling so pure and beautiful it made her heart swell. Suddenly, the fairies began to twirl around her, leaving trails of sparkling dust that smelled faintly of jasmine and honey. Oreta laughed in delight as the magical dust swirled in the air, forming patterns of stars and crescent moons. "Wear these earrings, princess, and your kindness will took the hearts of all," said another fairy with wings of silver. The magic of the earrings was gentle, but it filled the princess with an understanding she had never known before. She could feel the happiness of her people, the laughter of the children, and even the whisper of the wind in the trees. From that day on, whenever Oreta wore her magical earrings, the kingdom seemed brighter, more joyful, and filled with wonder. Even the animals in the royal gardens would approach her without fear, drawn by the gentle magic she carried. Word of the princess's magical earrings spread far and wide, and people traveled from distant lands to witness their brilliance. But Princess Oreta never let the fame change her, for she knew the magic was not just in the earrings, but in the joy she shared with others. On the day of Eid, she decided to use the magic of her earrings to create a celebration unlike any the kingdom had ever seen. With a gentle tap of her fingers, she sent sparkling lights dancing across the sky, forming intricate patterns of crescents and stars. The people gasped in amazement as the night sky became a canvas of glittering magic. Children ran through the streets, trying to catch the sparkling dust that fell softly from the sky. Merchants and bakers felt a sudden burst of inspiration, creating the most delightful sweets and treats anyone had ever tasted. Even the royal guards, who were usually stern and serious, found themselves smiling and humming cheerful tunes. Princess Oreta walked among her people, her earrings chiming softly, bringing warmth to everyone they touched. She noticed an old woman sitting quietly near the fountain, looking lonely, and she gently placed a hand on her shoulder. Immediately, the woman's face lit up with joy, and she felt as though a lifetime of sadness had melted away. Oreta realized then that the magic of the earrings was strongest when shared with others selflessly. The fairies appeared once more, twirling in the air and sprinkling even more stardust across the kingdom. "See, princess," they said, "the true magic of Eid is the happiness and love you give to others." As the night wore on, the city was filled with laughter, music, and dancing. Lanterns floated in the air, guided by the gentle magic of the earrings, casting a warm glow over every street and home. The princess herself joined in the festivities, laughing and dancing with her people as though she were one of them. Even the most timid children felt brave enough to approach her, and she knelt down to listen to their stories and dreams. Oreta discovered that the magic of the earrings also helped her understand the wishes of her people. If someone wished quietly for courage, happiness, or love, the earrings would gently guide her to help them. A young boy wished to find his lost cat, and the earrings led Oreta to the little animal hiding in a rose bush. She picked up the cat and handed it back to the boy, whose eyes sparkled with tears of joy. A baker wished for a busier day to sell his sweets, and suddenly his shop was surrounded by eager customers, enchanted by the beauty of the celebration. Princess Oreta felt her heart swell with happiness, realizing that the earrings were more than a gift, they were a key to spreading love. Even the royal palace, usually quiet and formal, was filled with laughter and music that night. The king and queen watched their daughter with pride, amazed at the way she had brought magic and joy to the entire kingdom. Oreta's magical earrings seemed to shine brighter than ever, reflecting the happiness of every heart they touched. As the celebration continued, the fairies circled above, sprinkling stardust into every corner of the kingdom. The princess felt a deep sense of peace, knowing she had shared her gift with everyone who needed it. She realized that magic was not just in the objects, but in the kindness and love that one shared with the world. When the night finally came to an end, the princess returned to the royal gardens and sat beneath the oldest tree. She removed her earrings gently, feeling grateful for the fairies and the magic they had entrusted to her. A soft breeze whispered through the leaves, carrying with it the scent of jasmine and roses. Princess Oreta closed her eyes and thanked the fairies silently, promising to always use the magic for good. From that day on, every Eid was even more special, for the kingdom had learned the true meaning of happiness, generosity, and love. And Princess Oreta, with her magical earrings, continued to spread joy wherever she went, her heart as luminous as the starlit sky. Over the years, the princess wore her earrings during every festival and celebration, always using their magic to help those in need. She healed broken hearts, reunited lost families, and brought laughter to the saddest corners of the kingdom. Travelers came from distant lands to meet her, and they all left with hope in their hearts, inspired by her kindness. Oreta taught her people that magic was not only in objects, but in every good deed, every act of love, and every smile shared. The fairies visited her often, bringing small gifts of enchantment and guidance for the princess to use wisely. Once, they brought a tiny magical mirror that could show a person their happiest memories whenever they were sad. Oreta used the mirror to comfort the elderly, the lonely, and the children who missed their families. The kingdom thrived under her care, becoming a place of wonder, joy, and peace that people spoke about in stories for generations. Oreta's magical earrings remained with her through all seasons, never losing their gentle glow. Sometimes, the princess would close her eyes and listen carefully, hearing the soft chimes of the earrings echoing the laughter of her people. She understood that this magic was a responsibility, one that required a pure heart and a mind full of love. One Eid, a storm threatened the kingdom, dark clouds covering the sky and wind, scattering the lanterns. Oreta put on her earrings and lifted her hands, sending waves of calming magic through the streets. The storm slowed, then parted, revealing a night sky sparkling with stars and a crescent moon brighter than ever. Her people cheered, and children danced in the puddles, their laughter blending with the gentle chime of the earrings. The princess smiled, knowing that magic combined with courage could overcome even the darkest moments. Years passed, and Princess Oreta grew wise, always guided by the lessons of kindness, love, and the joy of giving. She married a noble prince who shared her heart and her love for the people, and together they ruled with fairness and compassion. Every Eid, they would wear their finest clothes, Oreta adorned with her magical earrings, and celebrate with the entire kingdom. The fairies continued to visit, always smiling, proud of the princess who had used their gift so wisely. One day, a child asked Oreta, "Princess, how do your earrings work?" She knelt down, placing a gentle hand on the child's shoulder, and replied, "They work with love, kindness, and the happiness we share with others." The child's eyes sparkled with understanding, and Oreta knew that the magic of giving would continue for generations. Even when Oreta grew older, the glow of her earrings never faded, a symbol of joy that would last forever. People still tell stories of Princess Oreta and her magical earrings, of how she turned every Eid into a festival of wonder. And so, the kingdom remained a place of laughter, kindness, and magic, where every heart could feel the warmth of love. Princess Oreta's legacy was not only in the magic of the earrings but in every good deed, every smile, and every moment of happiness she created. Through her life, she taught that the greatest magic is in the love we give and the joy we share with others. And every Eid, as lanterns float and stars twinkle, the people remember Princess Oreta, the princess with magical E.